everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I am very excited. I'm going to be creating this nice kind of spotlight dramatic look for you today. I've got a few new products to be using, which I am quite excited about. Yeah, if you want to see how I created this look, then stay watching. Let's just get started. So what I've done so far is I've done my brows and I've got my Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer in shade number 3 all over my lid as a base. You don't need to watch me doing that, you've seen me do it 100 times, you all know how you like to do your brows. So the first thing I'm going to do with this look is I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow in the shade Orange Soda. I'm just going in with the blending brush by Makeup Forever and I'm going to window wiper that into the crease just so that we can start to build up a nice transition colour there. This is just kind of like, I mean it's called Orange Soda, but it's just kind of like a warm creamy beige colour, I suppose. Next, I'm going to go in with the Makeup Geek Shadow Cocoa Bear, which is kind of just like a really warm brown. I'm keeping that same brush. I'm taking just a wee bit at a time because the Makeup Geek shadows are super pigmented. And I'm really working that into the crease. Really, this is just me building up some transition shades to blend black into. I'm not a big fan of just going straight in with black shadow and having it blending out into nothing. I think that's when it can start to look really harsh and hard. Really easy, okay? This is just the sort of stages I like to do before I go in with the black. Now, I'm quite far away, so I'm going to zoom in a wee bit. Just a wee bit. Oh. Yes, about there. Just so you can see what I'm doing a wee bit better. So, what this whole tutorial is about, we've got the Too Faced glitter palette. You'll see the packaging is super cute. Like, if I move it, like, can you see in the letters there's actually different colours of glitter. That is very cute. When you open it up, you have got 8 glitter shades, and then you have got a lightening base and a darkening base, well, intensifying base, sorry, I should say. So I believe the whole idea of these is that you use the white underneath the glitter if you want it to look brighter, you use the black underneath the glitter if you want it to look more intense, a lot darker. So, I mean, I think the colours are very pretty. All of them are kind of like duochrome, so like, if I'm looking, for example, at the Rosé All Day, that's like a peach with gold reflex. Then next to that you've got like a fuchsia pink with a warm gold reflex. Oh It's On, which is the gold colour here, is like a yellow gold with a green reflex. Up here, Confetti. This is like a lilac colour with a fuchsia pink reflex. So I mean the colours are very pretty. I have had a wee swatch of them. I don't know yet if I would have called this palette the glitter palette. I think I maybe would have called it the sparkle palette or something along those lines, because when I think of glitter I think of like glitter. Do you know what I mean? I think of like chunks of glitter. So, but anyway, no judging because I've not actually used it on the eyes yet, so we'll see how it goes. What I'm going to do, because I'm going to create a spotlight eye, I'm going to go in with a Makeup Forever 228 brush, which is just quite a flat packing brush. I'm going to go in with this intensifying base. I'm going to work this all over the lid and then blend it up into the Cocoa Bear that I've got in the crease. Now, I have actually never ever used a Too Faced eyeshadow, so it'll be interesting to see just how good this intensifying base is. Let's see just how black it is. Okay, quite impressed. Really velvety, really creamy feeling. So I'm just pressing this all over the lid right down to the inner corner, and it's important because we're doing a spotlight eye, it is important that you do bring it right down to that inner corner. Now, as always with black, I'm getting a very small wee bit of droppage on the inner corner, but that's just really, that's more my fault to be honest with you, because I'm packing on a lot of the colour here. So I've worked that up in a semicircle shape. I've not been particularly careful, to be honest. That is pretty black. And I'm just going to go in with that original blending brush that I used for the Cocoa Bear and stuff, and just very lightly start blending that black around the crease up into the Cocoa Bear. Yeah, for the black this is blending really nice as well. It's actually blending very nice. I'm impressed. I'm impressed, yes. I feel like I'm convincing myself here that I'm impressed that it's black. Oh yeah, that's blended super. I've actually hardly had to do any blending with that at all, and it's blended up really nicely. Well done, Too Faced. We're going slight wee bit extra of that black just to intensify up closer to the lash line where I've blended it out. The thing when you're working with black is you don't want to over blend, because that's when you run the risk of you blending the black up, you losing those transition colours and it just looking mucky, just looking dirty and like a big sort of look. So I'm going to quickly do the other eye. And that is what we have so far. Really easy, honestly. A spotlight eye is one of the easiest things to do. Like, getting this blend is just one of the easiest looks, but it's so effective. So, like I said, I've got just the smallest wee bit of fallout, to be honest with you, just in the inner corner of the eyes. Like, I'm surprised I don't have any fallout kind of on the top of the cheekbones or anything like that. So, to be honest with you, for the intensifying base from a black shadow point of view, I give that 10 out of 10, which is rare for me. The only other black eyeshadow on the market that I give 10 out of 10 to is Urban Decay Blackout. So, snaps for Too Faced. So, I do apologise, I was recording, but it turns out it wasn't recording. So, I cleaned up underneath, done concealer under my eyes, and set it with the Ultra HD powder by Makeup Forever. So what I'm going to do is just take that intensity underneath the eye as well, so what I'm being left with is a full black smoky eye. So I'm going to go straight in with kind of smaller, kind of like a fat blending, a fat pencil brush by Makeup Forever. I'm going straight in with the Cocoa Bear by Makeup Geek, and I'm going to press and blend that all out underneath the eye, outer corner, right to the inner corner. So I like to really press that pigment on first before I blend it out. I'm going in with the Zoeva 225 Luxe Eye Blender, which is like a small blending brush, just to blend that out underneath the eye and really soften the edges. Now this is the stage, and you get it with every eye look, or so you should if you're doing a dramatic eye look. I think this is the stage where I've got my brows on, I've got a lot of eye, dark eye, I've got no complexion, so this is the stage where you kind of would be looking at yourself in the mirror and going, oh my god, is this a bit much? Like, am I going to have to try and tame this back? No, you want to keep going. Trust me, it will all work out in the end. By the time you add your lashes and the glitter and your complexion, honestly, it will all balance out. So I know it looks a lot, I know it looks heavy, I know it looks dark, but trust me, you're going to look ultra glam by the time we're finished. So I'm going to go in with the liner brush. I'm going in with the Inglot 77 Black Gel Liner. And I'm just going to work this along the inner corner and the outer corner of the waterline, avoiding a wee gap in the middle right underneath the pupil of the eye. And then with that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and, just with the liner brush, I'm going to try and bring that down through the lower lashes as well, so it's kind of a wee bit thicker, so that I can then smudge and blend that out with the intensifying base in the Too Faced palette. But it just means that right in at the lash line it's going to be that real intense black from the liner, and then it'll be softer when we blend out the base. So you'll be left with something like this underneath. Looks quite messy just because I've not blended out the shadow yet. So I'm then just going to go in with a pencil brush, that intensifying black base from the palette, and just kind of smudge that black out, making sure of course that we're joining the outer corner around, we're joining the bottom to the top so that we're getting left with that nice rounded shape. I'm then going in with the Zoeva 224 Luxe Defined Crease. This is like a really sparse, small blending brush, and I like using this just to kind of create a C shape on the outer corner of the eye, because it like joins the top to the bottom without blending it out too far, so that you're really blending it out. Now I want to keep it quite rounded. I don't want to be kind of blending the shadow out too much. I'm more just making sure everything's joined and everything's nice and soft. Oh, it's wrong, I actually really like this look so far without the glitter. Please glitter, don't ruin this look. Let's be honest, when has glitter ever ruined a look? Right, here we go. I'm going in with the glitter. What colour to use? What one to pick? No, I'm going to use Work It, is what I'm going to use, this one here. And then I'm going to put a wee bit of the gold here, the Oh It's On, right in the middle. That's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do. So Too Faced do a glitter glue. I don't have the Too Faced glitter glue. I've got the NYX glitter glue, which, no word of lie, is identical. But it's like a third of the price. So I'm just going to pop a wee bit of glitter glue on with a flat brush, smack bang up the centre of my lid, dabbing motions, not any no sweeping. We're really just pressing that on. Because with these, I'm going to go on with Work It. I'm going to use my ring finger. I'm not going to use a brush. Whoa! Wow! Wow! Oh! Oh, that colour! Okay, if my postman comes, he's going to think there's something dodgy going on in here. But oh my goodness, I was not expecting that. Now, is it glitter? No. No, it is not glitter at all. Is it bloody gorgeous? Yes, yes it is. Oh, look at that colour. That is nice. That is a nice colour. Anyway, what I just done by accident was I was trying to blend out that wee bit just up in the brow bone, and I accidentally dipped into Rosy All Day, but I really like it. So what I've got so far is Work It all the way up on my spotlight with a wee touch of Rosy All Day over the top of it, kind of blending out that brow bone. I am going to do the exact same, a wee bit of glitter glue, smack bang pressed into the middle of my eye underneath. and just press it, like really, really press that on, and then pull it down ever so slightly. Oh, right. What I'm then going to do, just because this is very, very red looking, I do absolutely love it, is bringing out the green in my eyes, but I hate just use, I mean, I've used the two colours. I've used Work It and I've used Rosy all day, but I really want to use this gold one here. So I am, just with my ring finger, going to take just a wee bit and just, I'm talking smack bang in the middle there. Oh wow. I'm just dabbing on a wee bit of that gold. That, oh yes, oh yes. I need to calm down here. But that, oh, it's on. Oh, it is on. Yes. So I'm going to mascara the top lashes and the bottom lashes, but I'm not going to mascara the centre of the bottom lashes. The mascara I'm going to use is the YSL Faux Cils mascara, and then I'm going to work on my very much used Hollywood lashes in K32. I'm going to do my mascara and my lashes off camera, and I will be back in a heartbeat. Okay, so there we have lashes and mascara on. Really liking this. Final thing for lashes. Sorry, final thing for this eye look. I'm going to go in with the number 97 Inglot gel liner. This is this gorgeous copper tone. I'm just taking a wee liner brush and just the very centre on the lower lash line where we missed out the black. I'm just going to take that in the waterline just to give it that extra wee pop. Those finishing touches really make a big difference. Okay, to prime the skin, I'm going to use the Urban Decay B6 Spritz by Scandinavia. So with this, it's just a vitamin infused spray. You just do a couple of sprays all over and that just preps your skin, kind of like a priming water. Foundation, I am very excited. I have been using this for a few days now and I absolutely love it. Now, this is amazing, honestly. It's like full coverage, 24-hour wear, waterproof, but it doesn't feel very heavy. It's a very, very matte finish though, is the only thing. Also, I'm just going to apply this with a beauty blender whilst I'm talking. Also, the shade range isn't amazing. If you're white, yep, shade range is amazing. If you're not white, then you might struggle to find your shade, which I find really weird for a brand as big as YSL. Wouldn't have more darker shades, but maybe that's something that they're looking into getting perfect, I don't know. So anyway, I just really work this into the skin and it does give me an ultra flawless finish, like I love it. Okay, concealer, I'm going in that same Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer in shade number 3. The same one I used for the lids, I used it under the eyes to do all of this. So I'm just going to keep the same shade and more just work it on either side of the nose and in the middle of the forehead. Just to really start to kind of brighten up that area. But of course I'm going to be super careful not to come anywhere near my blend. Take a wee bit down the middle of the nose there as well. Yeah, but just be really careful on your beauty blender and don't come anywhere near your under eye blend. You've already got concealer around there anywhere, so you don't need to come up that close. Okay, so for powder, I'm going to go in with the Makeup Forever Pro Finish in shade 174. This is just like a really nice full coverage powder. And I'm going to use the Illamasqua IL300 powder brush. Obviously you can see it's a wee bit dirty, sorry. I just kind of pack on that powder more just to really set the concealer. I don't really blend it onto the rest of the foundation too much. To contour, I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm going to go in with this middle colour here called Shadow Play. Again, I've said this before, a wee bit to start to get your contour. This palette is so pigmented, like you can look dirty so easily. So just take like a wee dab at a time and start to build up the colour into the hairline, around the temples, and down the lower cheeks. So for highlight, I'm going to go in with this massive Inglot F16 brush. I'm going in with the Becca Opal because I want to look really nice and wet. This is more like a base highlight as well. I'm going to sweep that around the top of the cheekbones and then just above the arch of the brow. Now with this eye, I want to try and tie in the spotlight colour into my highlight. So what I'm going to do is go in with the Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm going to go in with the shade Daydream, which is a very similar sort of colour as the, what was the name of it? As the Work It shade from the glitter palette. I'm just going in with a small blank canvas F15 brush for precision. And I'm going to buff that just right onto the top of the cheekbone there. Now, just to kind of add a bit more hydration, take away that powdered look, I'm going to use a wee spritz over the complexion. So to take that powdered look away and add a wee bit more dewiness, I'm going in with the Lancome L'Absolu Extrait Lotion, Ultimate Beautifying Lotion. Now this, oh my god, this comes in at like, I think it's like £200 or something like that. It's very expensive for this bottle. And it helps take that kind of powdery look away from your overall makeup. Is it worth the £200? From a makeup point of view, no it is not at all. From a skincare point of view, yeah, it gives a nice hydration. Don't think this look needs... Now to be honest with you actually, I think this look would look amazing with like a deep grey or a black lip. I think it would give it that total like rocker look. But I'm going to try and keep it a bit prettier and balanced and just go in, as always with a nude. So let me quickly pick my colour and I'll be straight with you. Okay, so I've decided to go in with the Makeup Forever 5C lip liner. I use it every day, and I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D Bow and Arrow, which is kind of just like a nice cool toned nude. I don't think it will take away from the eyes at all. Now, I like these Kat Von D liquid lipsticks, but they can feel rather dry in throughout the day, to be honest with you. So if you're someone that gets really dry lips, I would avoid these like the plague. Yes, I think that goes very nice. I am going to let down my hair and we'll see how the finished look looks. Okay, so there we have it. That is the finished look. I am not going to lie, I love this look. The Too Faced glitter palette, I think it's absolutely amazing. I really would recommend that you get yourself it. Is it glitter? Should it be called the glitter palette? Not at all. But yeah, really love it, really recommend it. The YSL foundation, yeah, absolutely love it. The name of it though does just sound like the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation, but anyway, that could just be coincidence that they're both owned by L'Oreal. Yeah, great foundation anyway. Who cares about the names of these products. They're both very, very good. So yeah guys, if you like what you see, if you enjoyed this look, if you enjoyed my videos, then please, please, please do give me a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button below. Like, I would just love you forever for it, for you to come in and join my family and my community here on YouTube. For those of you who are subscribed, for those of you who do watch my videos, and for those of you who do support me and enjoy these looks, I love you, I love you, I love you. Thank you so much. Yeah, if you want to see kind of more creative looks, then do get me on Instagram. It's Marc Sinclair Mua. Yeah, that's about it. So thanks for watching. Until next time.